Cancer, and welcome to your reading for 2026. My name's Nay from Soul and Lunar Tarot by Nay. If you haven't been here before, then welcome in. If you have, then welcome back. Okay, we're going to touch on love and romance, career and finance, general information, whatever the universe wants you to be aware of for 2026. We're going to touch on your challenge, your biggest challenge for the year, and what your blessings are. We're also going to get you to ask 2 questions, one that requires a yes or no answer, and one that is about timing. So think about those questions. We're going to do them at the end. I'm going to put 3 cards out for each, and you're going to use your intuition to choose one of those cards to get your answer. Then after that, we're going to do 1 card for love advice, 1 card for general advice for 2026. Okay, let's get to it, shall we, Cancer? If you know another Cancer who may be into tarot, please shoot them the link. You can send it via messenger or text or any way. Just copy the link in the description box and shoot that to them. That would be fantastic. I'd so appreciate it. My channel is just an infant and it needs all the TLC it can get to get it working and get it, pumping. Okay. Please like, share and subscribe also, then you won't miss any more of my readings. I will post this reading again at the end of 2026 so you can reflect and assess and see what did she say then? How did that work out? You can see if it resonated at all. Okay, and then if it did, shoot me a comment. That would be fantastic. Okay, love and romance. Let's see what's going on first in love and romance for you. Now, there are going to be timestamps, Cancer, so if you want to go forward to any of the others or go back, then the timestamps are there so you can easily find the beginning of each section, okay? Each part of the read. Let's see, love and romance. What's going on for you in love and romance in 2026, Cancer? There we go. It says, let your friends help you. Okay, so during 2026, you may need a little bit of help here and there. It says to let your friends help you. They love you, okay? They want to be able to help you, Cancer. Ask for and accept support from others. Okay, so for some of you who feel like, you could do with some support, don't be afraid to ask for it, okay? People love you and they want to be able to support you and help you. Okay, also if your friends want to help set you up on a date, if you're single, let them. You just never know, okay? Let's have a look and see. On the bottom of the deck we had, it is safe for you to love. Okay, a few others had that. It is safe for you to love, Cancer. Okay, so for some of you who are single and you may be a little bit scared about getting back into something, the universe is letting you know it's safe for you to love, okay? For some of you who are already in a relationship, maybe you find it hard to allow yourself to be emotionally vulnerable with your partner. The universe wants you to know it's safe to do so. You get deep with them. Let them see that side of yourself. Open your heart to give and receive the highest energy of all, because the more that you are vulnerable with the person that you love and the more that you let them in, the deeper the love can be, okay? And that is the highest energy of all, love. That's what it's all about, baby, love, okay? On all areas of your life. Okay, Cancer, let's have a look and see. We're going to get some tarot on that for you. Let's get some tarot on this for Cancer. Tell us about let your friends help you and it's safe for you to love. Tell us about these oracle cards and Cancer's love life for 2026. There we go. We have the Queen of Swords. Okay, so if you're not letting somebody in getting close to you, Cancer, your partner may see you as a bit of Queen of Swords. They might see that you're a little bit, they might think, oh, Cancer's a little bit cold. Are they really interested in me? Do they really love me? They might feel that, you're just keeping them at arm's length there and that you could like cut them out at any minute. Okay, it's not nice to feel like that when you're in love with somebody. You want to know that that person loves you. You want to feel loved. You do want words of affirmation. You do want to be told that. Okay, even big, strong men like to be told that you love them when you do. Okay, so Cancer, Open up, go deeper. It's safe for you to love, okay? It's safe for you to love. And your friends could help you with this by talking with them about it. You know, talk to your friends about this. You know, we are girls, we talk about everything. You know, tell them, hey, look, I'm really feel scared to be vulnerable. You know, do you guys feel like that too? What can I do about this? Okay? Your friends are there to help you as well as have fun with. Okay, then we have the King of Coins. You could be dealing with a Taurus, Virgo or Capricorn this year. You could have a king coming in if you're single, a King of Pentacles, an earth sign possibly. Doesn't have to be. It could just be somebody who's really good with money. Okay, somebody who owns their own business, somebody who's very stable and reliable. Okay, somebody with that earth energy, that King of Earth energy, that is just beautiful. Okay, Cancer. So yeah, just this person, I do have a feeling if you are with somebody, they are really worried about, you know, does Cancer really love me? And I mean, that's really strange for me to tell a Cancer to share their emotions because you guys are very emotional, okay? But you can also like be very, you know, so just let them know. You can cut someone off like that. You know, when you feel like you've been done wrong by, you can get vicious. Okay, but that, you know, we all have to protect ourselves, don't we, Cancer? But yeah, but this person feels like, you know, they might feel like that you could just be like, you could just dump them at any time. That's how I feel that they're feeling with that Queen of Swords energy there. I think that's how they're seeing you, that you're a little bit aloof. So that's just a little bit of advice, you know, that the cards are letting you know. If you are with somebody, make sure you let them know. Share your emotions with them. And if you're not with somebody, when you do get with somebody, you could be getting with a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, or with a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Doesn't have to be. They can just have that in their chart. But if you do get with somebody, make sure that you aren't too cold and too aloof and too ready just to cut them out. You know, give them a really good chance, because if it is the King of Pentacles coming in there for you, you know, they're going to be pretty solid. Okay, they're coming in as a king. That's beautiful energy. I wish I had some kings coming in. Okay, let's have a look and see. We've got the Seven of Wands. That's you. You've got your guard up and they can feel it. You might think, oh, no, I'll come across fine. But they feel like you have got boundaries around that. You're just like, you've got these walls up. Okay, this isn't just protecting yourself and having healthy boundaries. This is like, I feel this with the Queen of Swords, I feel is like you've just got some big walls for them to climb. You know, lucky this King of Coins has got enough money to buy some ladders. Okay, but he shouldn't have to. You should be cutting down those walls there with your big sword, your Queen of Swords there. Okay. Let's have a look and see what's on the bottom of the deck. The Tower. That might be what's waiting for you. If you can't let somebody in emotionally, then a Tower is what may come from that. Okay, Cancer, and we don't want that to happen. That's the universe giving you a warning that that is what could come if you don't open up. Okay, it's safe for you to love. They're letting you know here. It is safe for you to love. Okay? It is safe for you to love. I don't see anything here. If you're worried and you think that something might be going on with them, I don't see anything here suggesting that at all. Okay? So maybe it's got something to do with some work you need to do on yourself if you are feeling like that. Maybe you've got fears of abandonment and fears of rejection and things like that. Okay? So talk to your friends about it. Okay, let's have a look and see. Money, career and finance. Money, 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 money. What's going on for you money-wise, Cancer? What's going on for Cancer with career and finance in 2026? Oh, that flew out. There we go. We have growth. Yes. Yes, please. Growth. Expect a good flow of money, a raise, a new job offer. To grow, it's essential to unlearn, since rules are constantly evolving. So true. The one thing that you can bank on is that something is never, nothing stays the same. Everything's forever changing. Okay? You're delaying your growth. The process of healing is worth the effort. Okay? So there may be something that you need to heal first to be able to have this growth. Okay, and we did talk about that over here, and that could cross over into your money because, you know, like our love crosses over. Our life is not just compartmental. Everything affects everything. Okay, so if you're being a little bit aloof in love, then that could be stopping your energetic flow with the universe and stopping your growth with money. Okay, but you do have the potential there for growth. That energy is there for you. Expect good flow of money, a raise or a new job. This is beautiful. You could even have a windfall with that. Okay, let's have a look and see. We're going to get some tarot on that for you, Cancer. Tell us about growth for Cancer in career and finance, 2026. Tell us about growth. Okay, we had 2 cards fly out. Yeah, look, something new is coming in for you. The Fool, major arcana for Aries. Something new is coming in there for you, Cancer. You just got to take a leap of faith towards it. Okay, but it's beautiful, new energy there. Growth, something brand new. You're going to learn something. The Page of Swords, that's what it says down the bottom there. It says, to grow, it's essential to unlearn since rules are constantly evolving. So whatever you've already learned in the past, scrap that. You're going to have to learn some new stuff with the Page of Swords. You're going to have to research and learn some new stuff, okay? Possibly you may even, with this growth or a new job, you may have to do some sort of course online, okay? But yeah, new stuff's coming in for you. That new energy is there for you. The opportunity is there for you with that Fool energy. That's major arcana too. That's like the universe really giving you a really big push. They're backing you. Let's have a look and see. Then we have the High Priestess, more major arcana. This is Pisces energy, okay? High Priestess. And that's about following your intuition. So follow your intuition when it comes to this growth and this job. Some of you may play the stock market or crypto, that sort of thing. Follow your intuition. That's what it's telling you. Expect a good flow of money, a raise or a new job. Following your intuition, you may need to learn something and you may need to take a little bit of a risk. But that at the end of the day is up to you, okay? It's different for everybody. So you got to follow your own discernment and make your own choices there, Cancer. Let's have a look and see. Bottom of the deck is the Four of Swords. You're going to be able to rest up a little bit more. You're going to be making a little bit more money that you can rest up a little bit more. I think it was Leo had that too, or Sagittarius. I can't quite remember. But yeah, Four of Swords. But just be careful as well too. The Four of Swords can be somebody who's a little bit unwell. So just watch out and just keep an eye on your health. But this is regarding career and finance. So keep an eye on your financial wealth and your financial health. If you have got stocks and bonds, make sure you're following that closely and checking out the health of your investments. Okay, are they looking good? Are they doing all right? Or am I going to make a change? Follow your intuition. Okay, let's have a look and see now. We have other, general. Whatever the universe wants you to know about and to be aware of. Could be to do with any area of your life. Any area of your life. Let's see, what's the universe got for you? Oh, we had 3 fly out together. Okay, that has not happened tonight. We have confusion. So you're going to be a little bit confused about something to do with your self-worth. Okay. And victim. Now, you know what this, I see this relating to, that is it's safe for you to love again, and for you being that little bit aloof and a little bit standoffish, not quite being vulnerable. I think it's because in the past you've been a victim of something that really confused you, okay, and then it affected your self-worth. So that's why you've got those big boundaries up. Okay, and that's why you're a little bit aloof, because you're feeling if I be vulnerable and I open right up, I could get hurt. I could be a victim again. And that's a perfectly natural and understandable stance. I've been there myself. I'm going through the same thing at the moment myself. Okay, it's really hard to be vulnerable when you've been hurt and when you've been blindsided, like when you thought something was completely one way and then you find out it was not. It was all just, lies. And that can be devastating. It can really affect your self-worth. You can just think, oh, well, that didn't work out for me and that person treated me like that. Well, then that's all I'm good for, but that's not the case. That is not the case there, Cancer. Don't let that person ruin life and love for you, okay? It is safe for you to love. You're doing the right thing though. You do have, you're going to set boundaries, okay? You're not going to build a massive wall that somebody has to buy ladders to get over, but you are going to set some boundaries and you're going to say, okay, I'm vulnerable, I'm open, I'm not going to be aloof, but these are my boundaries and they're non-negotiable. Do you have any boundaries that are non-negotiable as well? And we can sit down and we can work out with each other where we're at, okay? But do not start letting it slide and letting them just slowly walk over your boundaries, okay? And then if you can do that, if you can set your boundaries in place and still be vulnerable, but then as soon as you see somebody crossing, like disregarding one of those boundaries, see you later, next, okay? And then you will come across somebody who respects your boundaries and goes, I completely understand that and I completely respect that and I respect you and I'll respect those boundaries. And you'll do the same for them. And then it will just be beautiful and it will work out, okay? But you have to learn to be strong and to be able to cut them off with that Queen of Swords when that happens. But my feeling and what this reading is telling me is that you might have had to already do that a little bit, but I see a King of Pentacles coming in for you. I see a king coming in. Kings don't stomp on other people's boundaries. They respect them, okay? They don't do page behavior or knight behavior. They do king behavior, okay? And kings are respectful, they're mature, they're responsible, they're emotionally intelligent, okay? They don't do that. And you have this here, it is safe for you to love. You can talk to your friends about it. Let your friends help you. Let them suss the guy out. Let them see what he's all about, okay? And they'll let you know. They'll either say, no way, or they'll say, oh, actually, he seems pretty decent. Okay, lean on your friends a little bit. Be more open, talk about these things. Let people help you. And because I do feel that you do have something really good coming in for you in 2026, Cancer. Something that will build your self-worth up again. Even though you don't rely on a relationship to do that, you do that for yourself because you love yourself and you deserve it, okay? And you won't be confused anymore. That's the thing too. If you're dating somebody and you're like having to question, do they really feel like that about me? Or, why are they hot and cold, hot and cold? If you're confused, they're not the right one. If it's the right one, it'll just flow naturally and they will not let you be confused. They will make it very clear how they feel about you. Okay, so if ever you're just like thinking, oh, 1 minute they're into me, then they're not, and they're only wanting to come and see me late at night and they don't really want to go out with me in public or put me on social media or, like they've got these best friends that are like sisters or brothers, no. As soon as you come across any of that, if there's confusion, they're not the right one for you. Move on until you find that king who doesn't let you have a chance to feel insecure. Okay, doesn't give you a reason to question things and get confused. And I see that coming in for you with that King of Coins, okay? And you're not going to be a victim again. You will not be a victim again, Cancer, if you do those things, okay? Let's have a look and see. I know it's easier said than done, isn't it? Because we get lonely and then we think, oh, but it's just this one thing that's, that I could overlook that one thing, couldn't I? And then you overlook that one thing and then next week, oh my God, there's another thing. Don't be too picky, but at the same time, just don't do that, okay? Oh, I'm telling I am talking from experience, Cancer. Okay, let's see. Tarot for Cancer for general. Tarot for Cancer for general. Tell us about these. I think they come out because the universe knows that that's your past and it's trying to let you know don't miss out on this great opportunity that's coming in for you. They're not all like that. Okay, so we have, look, The King of Wands, another king. You may have two kings coming towards you. This person is not only the King of Pentacles, he's the King of Wands. He's going to be passionate. He's going to be charismatic, or she's going to be passionate and she's going to be charismatic. Just because it's a man on the card doesn't mean that it's a man coming in, okay? It's the energy of the card. It's the energy that they embody. And the King of Wands is bold and assertive, and he lets you know that he likes you, and he lets you know that what's going on. He doesn't give you a chance to get confused. No. And same with the King of Pentacles. He doesn't give you a chance to get confused. He's honest and he's respectful and he's down to earth, okay? And he lets you know. He lets you know he's honest with you, okay? And then we have the Three of Coins. Yeah, it's about working together. It's about teamwork. It's about building something together, making plans together, building something solid together, starting that foundation on something that's not just solid, but the Three of Pentacles is about building something beautiful. It's not just practical, it's something that's beautiful. The Three of Coins, you know, they put a lot of detail in that. You can see on the original Three of Coins in the Rider-Waite, he does all this beautiful work. It's not just about making plans and building something solid. It's about building something beautiful. And that's what's coming in for you, Cancer. You're going to be building something beautiful out of passion and love, okay? Last card for that is the Chariot, victory and success. Victory and success, and that's you in your power, Cancer. You are going to be back in your power. You're going to be your full self, okay? You're not going to be this person who's a victim anymore. You're not going to be this confused person who has no self-worth and who is a victim. That is not what you're going to be like. You are going to be the Chariot, baby. You're going to be moving fast. You're going to be moving strong. You're going to be victorious and successful, and you're going to be fully in your power. The Chariot is your major arcana, and that is you showing up in the year of 2026 in every situation, victorious and successful. That is just mwah. And look at that, there's two horses on there. Usually there's Sphinx, okay? But we're moving in. 2026 is the year of the fire horse. The fire horse, somebody who moves fast and strong and who's very inspired, okay? That is going to be you, Cancer. Nothing you can't do in 2026. Okay, bottom of the deck, the Queen of Coins. Now we've got a true pair, the King of Pentacles and the Queen of Pentacles. You guys are going to have a very solid relationship. You're going to have something very solid. If you're already in a relationship, then, and you may have been through a rocky time in your relationship, it's going to be beautiful. This year is going to be a great year for you in your marriage or your relationship, okay? You're both showing up as the King and Queen of Pentacles. You're going to be down to earth. You're going to be practical. You're going to be doing well financially. You're both going to be very considerate and loving of each other and nurturing of each other, okay? And neither of you are going to feel any of these insecurities during 2026. It's just going to be powering on to victory and success, building something beautiful and stable with passion. Okay. Let's check out now for you your challenge. What's your challenge going to be? Life is not life without a challenge, is it now, Cancer? There's always got to be that challenge. There's always got to be that lesson that we're in the middle of learning. We just finally finish a lesson and we only get 2 seconds to take a breath after it, and then the universe is like, pow, 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 here's some more lessons. And you're just like, no. Okay, let's see. What's your biggest challenge going to be for 2026, Cancer? There we go. It is not for you. There's something that's going to be not for you. Okay, something's going to come up that you're going to be interested in, that you're going to want to do, but it's going to be not for you. Okay, now that could be somebody might come in who's not for you. Like I said, the universe always tests you. Once you learn this lesson about not being a victim, not being confused, all that sort of thing, the universe will test you and it will send something your way to go, okay, did you really learn that lesson? Let's test you now and see how strong your resolve is. Okay, you might have overcome it once, but no, that's not enough for me. You can overcome this a few times just so I know that you really fully learned your lesson and you will never go back to that behavior again. Okay, thanks, universe. But that's what happens. So something's going to come in that's not for you. That's your challenge. And your challenge is to see it, like I said, with that Seven of Wands, see it for what it is. If they start stepping on your boundaries, or somebody does in work, career, love, whatever it is, family situations, somebody starts stepping on your boundaries and disregarding them when they clearly know that that's one of your boundaries, that's when you need that Queen of Swords energy. That's when you can bring out the Queen of Swords. Cut that out. No, thank you. Next. Okay, next thing in life, move on. I'm not dealing with that. I'm not doing that. I refuse to play that game again. And that's what this is. Not for you. Let's see what tarot comes out with it. What is this challenge that is not for Cancer? Give them a little bit of a heads up, universe. Come on. Not for you. What is this? Okay, we've had 2 fly out. 8 of Swords. It's something that's going to make you feel stuck. Okay, it's something where it's going to try and confuse you with the blindfold there and keep you stuck. Something is going to try and blindfold you so you can't quite see what's going on. You're going to be confused. You're going to be stuck. You don't know what to do. 8 of Swords. Okay, it's whatever comes into your life that starts to make you feel like that. That's to let you know it's this thing that's not for me. Okay, now I can guarantee you it's going to be something that you really desire, because that's the way the universe works. It's going to be something that you really desire. But if it's doing that, if it's making you feel stuck, if it's making you feel confused, if it's making you feel like you don't have all the information and you're trying to get information, that is the thing. That is the thing that is not for you. That is the thing to just walk away from. That's the thing to Queen of Swords it. Cut it out. Okay, it's coming along with the 2 of Pentacles, which quite often can be the card of a player, someone who juggles people. Okay, so before this King of Coins comes in, I think the universe is going to test you with somebody. Okay, because that's King energy. Yeah, what's this card? The 10 of Wands, and this person or this thing is going to make you feel like they're a burden. It's just so hard. It's just like, oh, you're going to get that feeling. Whenever you have to think about it, oh, I'm confused, I feel stuck, oh, this is just not flowing, that doesn't feel good, it's not, but I really want it, but oh. If it feels like that, drop those burdens and just get out of there, baby, okay? Anything that makes you feel burdened, stuck, and like you might be being juggled, or that is just too much for you, and it feels like it's too much, no. That's the thing that is not for you. Okay, and 9 of Swords, it's going to have you up in your head. You're going to have sleepless nights. This thing could cause you sleepless nights as well. Lots of anxiety, lots of fear. Okay, you might fear, I really want this and I'm really scared that I won't get it. But if those things are what's surrounding it, it's the universe is letting you know, no, that's not for you. That's not for you. It's not for you. And guess what? The good news is that if you realise that, and you Queen of Swords it and just go, nope, even though I really desire that, I'm cutting that out. Guess what? After that, the universe is going to bring something in that you really desire. And it might even be something that you don't even know you desire until you've got it. And then you're just like, oh my God, this is like, thank you very much, me. And thank you, universe. Thank you, me, for doing the hard thing and saying, no, okay, I'm not going to try and get this, even though everything's leading to it not being right for me. Okay, the universe will bring in something for you. So don't be scared to cut something out. And there's that old saying too, if you love something and there's difficulties, set it free. If it comes back, then it's meant for you. If it doesn't, then it's not meant for you. Okay, but if it does come back and it's still walking like a duck, talking like a duck, and acting like a duck, and you don't like ducks, then then get rid of it. Okay. Yes, I know. I think I'm so funny. I laugh at my own jokes. I'm a bit of a. I like the lame jokes. It happens as you get older. Jokes get funnier as you get older. The stupid things get funnier. Okay. Let's see. Your biggest blessings. Now remember, if this doesn't resonate, if this isn't resonating at all, Cancer, just turn it off now and go and look at one of your other placements, okay? Your moon, your rising, your Venus. But you won't probably know if this resonates or not until the end of 2026, let's be honest, you know, because this is forecasting for the next year. So watch it at the end of the year. I'm going to post it again then. Watch it then. Sit down with your other Cancer friends with some popcorn and watch it, and then you can all have a chit chat about how relevant it was. Whether it was, you know, whether, oh yeah, that resonates with me. That did happen. Oh my God. I never would have thought that at the beginning of the year. But yeah, and you're just going to have a good laugh about it. You know, if you drink wine, have wine while you watch it together. I'll be posting all the signs then, so even if your friends are a different sign to you, you can all watch your own one together and all have a laugh. Okay. Let's have a look and see. You could have a tarot party. Okay. Let's see. Biggest blessings for Cancer 2026. What are the blessings coming in for Cancer in 2026? There we go. We have last quarter moon in Virgo, attend to the details. So that's looking closely, okay? Attend to the details. If somebody's stepping on your boundaries, pay attention to it. Look at the details. How do they actually treat me? How do they actually talk about me? Because you know what happens when we're in something new with somebody or a new job or something like that, we can be all about the wow, and we can just be like rose-colored glasses because it's new and exciting, and we can miss things, okay? So just make sure that you're still looking at the details of everything. Don't miss anything. Okay, there, Cancer? So that's your blessing, is that you are going to attend to the details of things in life. Let's see, bottom of the deck. We have first quarter moon in Gemini. Speak your world into being. I think Taurus had this. Taurus or Capricorn it might have been. Speak your world into being. We manifest by speaking. We got to watch what we speak. So when you speak, don't speak negative things, speak positive things. The things that you want to happen and that you want to come into existence, speak those, okay? Because it's casting, it's broadcasting when you speak. You are creating spells, you are manifesting like that. Everything is just energy and vibration and frequency. And the frequency and the vibration that comes out of your mouth and the intention behind it when you're doing it is what you're putting out into the universe. And the universe will mirror that back to you. So if you're speaking negative stuff all the time, and even if it's about other people, it's not going to affect them. It's going to come back, and that sort of energy is going to affect you. Okay, so don't even speak badly about other people. That's really important, okay? Speak positive. And it goes for what goes on up in here too. It's not even just what comes out of your mouth. It's what goes on up in here, okay? Have a positive mind talk. Only positive mind talk. You catch yourself saying something negative in your mind? No. Cut it out and replace it, cancel it, replace it with something positive and focus on something positive. Okay, speak your world into being. That's your blessing that you have this year, that it's a strong energy about at the moment for you to be able to do that, Cancer. Okay, you're able to do that this year. You're always able to do it, but the energy is particularly strong for you. It's letting you know for you to be able to do that this year. Speak your world into being and attend to the details. Be really detailed about what you speak, okay? What you want, really put it out there in great detail. All those beautiful, glorious details, okay? Let's have a look and see what the tarot has to say about that, about your blessings. Tell us about these blessings for Cancer for 2026. Start thinking of your questions too, Cancer, because we're going to do them in a second. One that requires a yes or no answer and one about timing, okay? Okay, so we have death. There's going to be the death and the rebirth, okay? You're going through a transformation. Everybody is at the moment because we're at the end of the year of the snake. Everybody's going through a transformation. We all are. We're all feeling it. We're all working on that shadow side of ourselves. Your transformation has to do with you not feeling like a victim anymore, not feeling confused anymore, and building your self-worth. That is your rebirth. That is your transformation. It is the end of that, and that's your blessing. Your blessing is that you're not going to feel like that anymore. You're going to transform with the death card. You're going to walk away from that sort of mind talk. You're going to walk away from that sort of way of being and feeling, Okay, you're not going to feel empty anymore. You're not going to feel like you're not enough anymore. The Eight of Cups, that person is going looking for their 9th cup. Eight of Cups is not enough. And I think that's how you feel about yourself. You feel like you're not enough. You're a 9 of Cups. You're a 10 of Cups. Okay, Cancer? You're a 10 of Cups. You go looking for that. You're going to walk away from the victim, from feeling like a victim, feeling confused, and from your self-worth being so low. You're going to walk away from all that. If you don't have those issues, then this reading's not for you. Go and check out your other placements. But for those of you who do have that, then you're walking away from that, and that is your blessing this year. The universe is helping you do that. Okay, you're having that death and rebirth, and you're walking away from all of that. You're speaking your new world into being. That's your blessing. You can speak it into being. Okay, and be very detailed about it. Okay, 5 of Coins. Yeah, that's not feeling worthy. That's feeling in lack. Okay, that's feeling in lack, like you're not enough. I'm not enough. I'm only a 5 of Pentacles. I'm not enough. No. Cancel, cancel, cancel all that. As my sister says, she says all the time, cancel that, cancel it. So cancel, cancels Cancer. Okay? And speak positive things into being. I'm a 10 of Cups. I'm a 10 of Pentacles. And my life is awesome. And I am lovable. And I am wonderful. And I am worthy. Okay? And I love myself. Above all, I love myself. Okay, Cancer? Bottom of the deck. The 6 of Wands. Then you'll be victorious and successful, and you will be receiving attention, because what we put out is what we receive back. And if we're giving ourselves attention and we're loving ourselves, then guess what's going to come back at us? Love and attention. That's right. Victory and success. 6 of Wands energy. That's what's going to come back for you. That's your blessing in 2026. Okay, Cancer, you've just got to speak it into being. Okay, you just need to look at the details, speak those details out to the universe, speak them in your mind every night, go through your transformation and know that you are enough. Okay, money's going to look better. Your blessings, you're not going to be in the 5 of Coins anymore. You're going to be making more money, okay? Your blessings are, you're going to be able to walk away towards your wish fulfillment. You're going to find your wish fulfillment, okay? This is just beautiful. You're going to put those wands down. Okay, let's have a look and see. We're going to do your questions now. Okay, first we're going to do yes or no questions. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Card 1, card 2, card 3. Ask your question to yourself right now, Cancer, and then pick a card. 1. Okay, those of you who chose card 1, your answer is no. Okay, it says, learn from experience. Old ways no longer work. We know that, don't we? You know that, Cancer. Okay, those of you who chose the middle card, card number 2, you also receive a no. It says, unfinished business, loose ends, feel restless. Okay, so that's that unfinished business. You need to, that 9 of Wands, you need to wind all that up. Okay, where was that? I've mixed all my cards up. But okay, let's have a look and see. For those of you who chose the 3rd card, yes. Okay, getting satisfaction, good times, happy ending. So see, all of you, as I've explained to the other signs, I do 3 cards because not everything's all happening at slightly different times. Okay, so that's why I ask you to use your intuition to pick a card, because you're tuned into where you are at regarding all of this. Some of you are at the beginning of this already. Some of you, this might not start until mid-year next year. Okay, time is relevant, as Einstein says. Okay, so that's why I ask you to choose your card like that, and why I do 3 cards. Timing question. Think of your timing question. We're going to do the same thing again, Cancer. Think of your timing question. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Card number 1. If you chose card number 1, your answer is, it depends on the progress of your construction. Okay, it depends on the progress of your construction. Now, that might just go right along there with this card. It just jumped out at me. About building something beautiful together. Okay? Working together as a team and building something beautiful together and coming up with the right plans. So it depends on the progress of your construction. How fast are you building that together? Are you taking it slow and steady and making sure everything's all solid? Or are you just racing through? It all depends on the progress of your construction. Okay? That's very relevant, isn't it? Okay, for some of you who chose card number 2, it's winter, in winter. So if you're like me and you're in the southern hemisphere, then winter's about 3 months away. Okay, we're in the middle of summer. Okay, you guys in America, you'll come around to winter real quick now. You'll be in the middle of winter, are you? Yeah, you are. So it could be happening right now for you if you're in America. Where are you in the world? Let me know, everybody. What's the weather like? What season are you in? Okay. Then we have when you hit the pinnacle, when you hit the peak. Somebody else had that. Okay. When you hit the top of that mountain, when you've climbed that mountain, when you hit the pinnacle is when it will happen. And you know what I think that is? I think that is when you are over this victim confusion, self-worth issue. Okay? Because when you do that, that there is your shadow work. That's the skin of the snake that you're shedding. That's the thing you're shedding for 2025. It's probably been a big thing for you in your entire life. I know I had those issues in my entire life because of family issues. Okay? Now, it affected all my relationships. So when you face that shadow work and you do it, you shed that skin. That's what the year of the snake has just been, 2025. Okay? Now, when you have a spiritual evolution like that and you evolve because you've learnt and you've successfully completed one of life's spiritual lessons that you've set out for yourself before you were born here. Okay, when you do that, that's reaching the top of that mountain. That's one of the major achievements on your life path, on your North Node. Okay, and in tarot, reaching the top of the mountain is doing that shadow work. That's where the hermit is. He's at the top of the mountain and he has the star in his lantern, and that star is reaching his North Node. That star is what he gets, that wisdom and the healing that he gets when he reaches, when he completes one of those lessons, when he completes a shadow aspect of himself, when he understands it and he owns it and he contains it and he has that star then. Okay, he has that healing, he has that knowledge then. Okay, and that is for you guys who got this card. That's what it's going to be when you have learnt that lesson fully, when you hit that pinnacle at the top of that mountain. Okay, well, we're just going to quickly now I've gone over again in this reading. I'm very sorry, it's quite a long one. Okay, it is a yearly read though, so you know. Okay, love advice. There we go, that flew out quick. Advice for love. Ooh. Sacred union. Honour and treasure your relationship, for it is truly sacred. There you go. So for those of you who are already in a relationship, honour it. It is a sacred union. Okay? For those of you who are single, this is what's coming for you. Just remember, I did say those of you who are already in a relationship, you may not be opening up to your partner. Make sure you do. Tell them how you feel, because this is a sacred union. You need to honour it. Okay? And you need to honour them. Just put yourself in their position. How, you know, like that might be why you don't tell them, because you're confused and you're worried and you might think if I open up to them, then, you know, that's just going to make me vulnerable and I'm going to be a victim again. But no, you think about that's what they're feeling and thinking. If you're not opening up to them, they're feeling confused, and their self-worth they might be questioning their self-worth because you're not telling them, I really love you, you know, these are my emotions, I will be vulnerable with you. Okay? Think about it from their perspective as well. It's a sacred union. Honour and treasure your relationship, for it is truly sacred. Okay, Cancer, that's not for all of you, that's just for some of you. Okay, now let's have a look and see advice for 2026. What is Cancer's advice for 2026? Cancer's overall general advice for 2026, please. Oh, you got 2, Cancer. Okay. First one is card number 19. Okay, you might be 19. Your birthday might be on the 19th. 9 and 1 is 10. That's a year of completion. It also breaks down to a 1, which is next year is a 1 year. Okay, this year's a 9 year. 2025 is a 9 year. An ending. That's why you have death there. That's why we're shedding our skin. And the next year is the year of the fire horse, which is very fast energy. And it's a number 1 year. Okay, I hope it's better for me. I'm a life path number 1, so yeah, I'm hoping that things move along beautifully for me next year. Okay, the birth of you in a new world. That's after you've shed your skin. It's time for a fresh start. Let a magical new life begin. Be the change you wish to see. And that's it, isn't it? You know, we can't just expect things to come along. We have to be the change. We have to be in the energy of it and live in the energy of it before we can have it, before we can become it. I like the saying. People say, I don't like this saying, but I do. Fake it till you make it. Okay? You fake it to yourself, you know, like don't be delusional, like, oh, I'm a millionaire. You can do that. You know, I don't know who's, you know, you could end up becoming a millionaire. So, you know, those who are millionaires got there somehow, didn't they? And they got there by believing in themselves. But start somewhere small, you know, if you're not close to being a millionaire. But, you know, fake it till you make it. Be in that energy. Be in that energy of love. Show yourself love. If you want love and that's what you're wanting, then show yourself love. Love others. Love everybody around you. You know, be kind. Be considerate. And that's the energy then that the universe will mirror back at you. Unless it wants you to learn another lesson about something in the meantime. Because I used to think, I am being loving. I am putting love out to the universe. Why is it not being mirrored back to me? Why is all this other stuff happening to me? And I realized it's because I was in the middle of a lesson and I needed to learn that lesson first. Okay? I needed to be able to complete that lesson. And if I was getting all of that stuff, then I wouldn't have learnt what I needed to learn. So there is also that aspect there too that people need to understand, you know. So don't give up. If you are being loving and stuff and it's not coming back at you yet, look at other areas of your life and think, what is blocking me? I'm putting this out to the universe, but it's being blocked to come back to me. Why am I blocking it? What is it that I'm not looking at, that I'm avoiding, that is blocking this beautiful energy from coming back to me, this beautiful energy that I'm putting out? Okay, and you'll usually find that it's something that's in the back of your mind every night when you're going to sleep, and you know there's something about yourself that you need to work on, that you need to accept about yourself. The biggest thing is just to accept it and to admit it to yourself. Nobody's perfect. Don't lay there at night and go, no, it's not me. I'm perfect and I don't ever do anything wrong, or I don't ever have any shadow side, you know, everything is everybody else's fault. And no, if you're one of those people, you're a narcissist, okay, and you need to work on that. If you're going to sleep at night and you've got something on your mind and it's niggling at you and you know, oh, you know, that's probably not the best way for me to be or to think or to do those things, do a lot of self-reflection, do that hermit stuff. Go within and look at yourself objectively and go, you know, that might be something that I could work on there. That might be something that is blocking me because I'm avoiding that. Usually the thing that causes the most pain to think about is the thing that is our lesson that we need to work on. So whatever that is, just know we've all been there. And it's okay, you know what, when you finally admit it to yourself and then you start thinking, how can I deal with this? What tools can I use to be able to heal this? Oh my God, you feel like you're floating because you finally admitted it. You don't have all them burdens on your shoulder anymore. Okay, and we're all human. It's okay to admit that we're not perfect and that we've made these mistakes and that we need to be able to learn from them. That's what life is all about. Okay, and you're not doing you're not doing yourself a favor by ignoring it. You're doing yourself the worst harm. Nobody else really actually cares probably about what your shadow side is and what you do and don't admit to, you know, unless they're your partner and it's really affecting their life. But nobody really cares. So don't feel bad about it. You know, acknowledge it and then work on making the changes you need to make to heal that and to own that part of yourself and to become the master of it rather than letting it be the master of you. And fear is one of the biggest things that does that. You know, don't let fear rule you, Okay, don't be scared to face the dark part of yourself. Okay, sorry, I got off track again. The birth of you in a new world. It's time for a fresh start. Let a magical new life begin. Be the change you wish to see. And your affirmation, I am free to live in my best now. Okay, and you are. You are, Cancer. You're free to live in your best now. And then you got one other card as well. Card number 34. That is a 7. Okay, reflection and assessment, which is what I was just talking about. Do that each night. Reflect and assess. Okay, you are never alone. Seek the companionship of loving others. You are cherished more than you know. Affirmation, I am surrounded by love. There you go. You are, Cancer. You're surrounded by love. But most of all, you need to love yourself. Well, I hope you enjoyed your reading. I'm sorry I rambled on so much. I have been very, very, very chatty in these past few readings I've done tonight, but that's just me. You know, if you don't like it, there's lots of tarot readers out there. If you do like it, then shoot me a comment. Tell me a bit about you and what's going on for you. Thank you so much for for watching my reading. Okay, please like, share, and subscribe. I'd so appreciate that. Help my channel to grow, as it is just an infant. Okay, it needs lots of TLC. Yeah, shoot the link to anybody. Okay, there's a reading for everybody, so please shoot them the link for their star sign. I'd so appreciate that. And whatever that hype button is, if it's on mine, can you please do that for me as well? Thank you so much. Okay, have a wonderful Christmas, a wonderful New Year's, and have a fantastic 2026 there, Cancer. Bye.